Hello, James McNamara with you again. I just want to take some time to tell you a little bit about a special workshop that I've got coming up that's specifically designed to teach you how to do a powerful 30-minute business presentation. Now, there's lots of opportunity for that around. It seems to be the slot or the time slot for various networking events, Chamber of Commerce, other industry presentations. There's often opportunity around for people who are a specialist in their area, who can provide valuable information to an audience to fill a 30-minute spot. Now, if you can craft a really compelling 30-minute presentation, you can take the knife to it and pare it back if it's a 20-minute spot you get offered. That's easy enough to do. You can also add another 1 or 2 points of information and examples, and you can push that out to a 40 or 45 minute presentation. Again, that's not very hard to do. So this workshop is all about how to take someone who is passionate about what you do, loves solving those problems for the customer, values the education of a customer on how to best solve particular challenges or take advantage of particular opportunities that your knowledge and experience is all about. That's what this workshop is for. It's not designed to turn you into a professional speaker to go out on the speaking circuit and do speaking every day, because if you wanted to do that, you'd already be doing that business. This is for those people who say, you know what, there's a leveraged opportunity out there if I can get in front of audiences and tell my story and present some compelling information. So if you've ever thought you'd like to be able to do that, if you've seen others up at networking events or chambers of commerce and you thought, hang on a minute, I could probably do that. Well, you're right, you can, and I'm going to show you how. So you'll walk away, let's come back here, you'll walk away from this presentation. I'll put myself up in the corner there, hello. You'll walk away from this presentation with your talk developed. You'll have practiced key elements of it, and all you'll have to do is a little bit more practice before you're ready to say, hey, I can fill a 30-minute speaking spot. Let me have a look, let me take you through all of the deliverables that are in this workshop. It is jam-packed with value, there's no doubt about that. So here's what you'll gain from the workshop. So you'll craft a compelling title for your talk. Now that's the key to getting booked. I kid you not. The title or the headline for your talk is the key to getting booked. So we're going to show you the proven methods for crafting compelling titles. You'll organise the core content of your talk. So if you've ever got lost in the forest or can't see the forest for the trees, you're a little bit too sort of into the details, and when you're presenting, people get lost and it's not clean and crisp. I'll show you how to solve that problem. You'll develop a powerful conclusion. What you want to do is to compel people to take up the information that you've offered and move forward and use it in their life. You'll develop a call to action strategy, and they're different. You need to conclude the talk as it is in terms of the value of the information that you give, and then you need a call to action strategy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll give you examples of a lead generation form you can use in your talk to get people to say, yes, I want to know more, please tell me more. I'll also give you a template for a flyer that you can use to get yourself booked. So once you've crafted your talk, there's no point being the best kept secret in town. You need to be able to put something out there that's professional so that the organisers of various events will say, hey, you know what, we can actually use that to fill that spot. You'll discover valuable stagecraft tips. Now look, I sort of built myself from scratch. I was really had it within my heart that I wanted to speak and to help people with various things and various challenges, I guess, and I started in the communication field, and over the time I've crafted that more into the influence and leadership arena, but I have never really done a formal how to present course. But I've had so much experience in the field, and I've worked out what works and what doesn't work, what gets people to respond and what doesn't get people to respond. I spent a number of years selling from stage, where I'd do a presentation and you'd have your heart in your hand at the end of it, and it was, people having to put their hands in the air and say, yeah, I want to come along, and they would take literally an enrollment form and fill in the credit card details for several $100s worth of courseware that they were buying. And I was pretty good at that. So I've done a lot of things in the arena of the keynote speaking area, but then of course a heck of a lot into workshop presentation and facilitation and group work and a whole range of things. So I'm going to bring that to bear and give you some really useful and practical stagecraft tips for people who are new to doing it. So I'm not going to give you the encyclopedia because it's just too much to take on. But if you're going to step up and step out for the very first time, I'm going to help you avoid some of the common mistakes that people make and take you a little bit beyond that as well. You'll practice the vital elements of your talk. So for example, if you start your talk really, really well, there's a chance you'll go on to deliver a ripper presentation. But if you don't start well, chances are you can get that sinking feeling at the front of the room and it'll end up being a fairly ordinary presentation. So that's one thing we're going to practice together. And there'll be others as well. You'll discover how to start powerfully and finish successfully. So important. The start is where everything begins and comes together for you, and you capture everyone's attention and they become expectant and excited for what you have to say. And finishing is where you get your business from. So we've got to do that well. We can't have a flaccid finish because it's no good, right? Practical hints about presenting anywhere and at any time. So when you have these speaking opportunities at various little meetings and networking events, I'm not talking about getting in front of 3,000 people. I'm talking about taking advantage of getting in front of groups of 20, 30, 40 business owners, 15 business owners, and pulling the leads out of that room that are relevant to you. It's a powerful strategy. But what you're going to find is you're going to present in all sorts of weird and wonderful environments when you do that. So I'm going to show you how to roll with it and just sort of step above any circumstance or situation you are in and absolutely delight the audience with what you are presenting. So look, here's some of the other, from a learning materials point of view. You've got the one-day workshop. That includes lunch, so we'll have lunch together. There's a talk design booklet. So all of the bits and pieces for crafting each element of your talk, plus the various forms and flyers and so forth, will be in that booklet. Lifetime access to my online learning system. So I'm going to put all of this plus some additional hints and tips into a 30-minute presentation online course. And so you'll be able to have that as additional materials to what you get for the one-day workshop. And you've got lifetime access to that. Username and password, come back and look at it any time you want. There's a lead generation form template, so I'll give you that. Really simple, but it works and works and works, and I've used that so many times. Follow-up email templates, so when people express an interest at your workshop, we've got to be able to continue and start to open up that relationship with them. A talk flyer template, so if you're going to go and get booked, you need a flyer, whether that's a physical or online, or whether it's a landing page on a site, whichever format you turn it into, it's the coordination of the compelling content on that you want. So I'll give you the template so that we can start to populate that, and then you can get your graphic designer to go and make it look really, really good. And the speaker's kit checklist. If you're going to go along and talk, even if it is for a small talk, there's a few things that you need to make sure you take with you. And I'll give you my little checklist on what that is and some of the things to worry about and some of the things that are just a complete waste of time that you don't need to worry about. And this is coming from, doing this from the last 23 years, starting with nothing but a burn in my belly that I wanted to do it, and getting to the stage now where if you go to my website and check out the testimonies that I've gotten over the years, I do a pretty good job in front of an audience, and I want to share what I've learnt with you. So this is seriously good value. I'm very proud to offer this out. It's unbelievably good value and jam-packed. So don't miss out. Get the early bird discount. All of the details of that are available via the link below. Don't miss out. Come along, have a great day with us, have lunch with us. We'll stay for a drink afterwards and have a nice time together, and you'll be prepared to get out there, put your best foot forward, and deliver a dynamic 30-minute business presentation. Okay, look forward to working with you. Bye for now.